Bradbury, the great writer, said, if you wrote a short story a week for a year, you would be a writer by the end of the year. His point was it's impossible, he said, to write 52 bad short stories in a row. What does this have to do with preaching? Well, what I wanted to speak on in this short video was the reality that it's going to take practice. It's going to take a number of repetitions. It's going to take a number of sermon construction opportunities before you realize how you're actually doing this and whether you're doing this well. Some of us are preachers and we're preaching every week, or we're in a situation where we have to preach every week, but many of us, I did a survey a while back on the readers of soulpreaching.com, and most of the readers were associate pastors, so they're going to preach much less than that. So you're constructing one sermon a year. You're constructing one sermon a month. You're constructing one sermon a quarter. Your improvements are going to be much slower when you're only constructing that many sermons. So what am I saying? Well, I think that we're going to have to use sermon construction as a spiritual discipline as preachers. And what does that mean? Well, you're going to construct a sermon a week or a sermon every other week if need be, but a sermon a week. You're going to do this regularly. What's going to happen when you do this regularly? If I'm trying to get buffed and I'm trying to get better, get in good shape, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the gym not once a year, not once a month, but I'm going to do it much more often. As Ray Bradbury said, if I'm going to become a writer, I'm going to write more often. It's important for us to do this many times, to construct many sermons. And when we do that, we're going to be much more able to construct sermons when we need to. And not only that, you're going to have a reservoir of sermons that you can pull out for those moments that you need to be ready, because ain't no telling when you're going to get tapped on the shoulder and you're going to have to go and preach a sermon. Again, this is Brother Sherman Cox from soulpreaching.com. I ask you to go over to soulpreaching.com and sign up for our free ebook, 7 Steps to an Effective Sermon. God bless you and keep on preaching.